So in this video, we continue with the feeding of exponential models and data in two steps. We first transform data with the natural logarithm. Here we have loaded that log transform data, which has the log of values in the second column, called here y2. We have loaded that into Desmos. One observation is that if you in Desmos create an account by following this link here on the top right, it says sign up. You can create a free account, then log in, and then you will be able to save the graph. Any graph that you create, you could save that. You could change the name using this untitled graph. You can click on it and then change the name, and then if you click on these bars, you'll see all the graphs that you have stored. That is something you could do if you create an account with Desmos. So because the data here is stored in y sub 2, we're going to go here to the next line, and we're going to type y sub 2, and normally you would type equal. Here you want to think of mx equals b. That's not quite that. We were calling the slope k. So in the linear model, we called the slope k and the intercept b. So let's use those same names. So it's not the equal sign. What we want there is going to be instead the tilde symbol. So but we're writing y2 k for the slope, x2 plus b, and if we write a tilde in the middle, then Desmos automatically computes that regression line of best fit, and we're really interested in this value stored here for k, which is the slope, and then that value of the vertical intercept. So this coefficient a is what we'll compute next. So we're gonna rewrite exponential of b times exponential of k times x0. What we're calling x0 is the first value on the first column. So in this case, we would say that x0 is equal to 1790. Okay. So we need to multiply an exponential of something times an exponential of something else. So here we're going to write exponential of b. We could type there minus 32.2974. We could also just type here exponential of b times exponential of k times x0, which we determined that x0 is equal to 1790. So the value we'll use next as a coefficient is this 6.5558. We'll do that next. So we're going to copy and paste the original data set, not the log transform data, but the original data. So we load that data set into Desmos. We can see a plot here on the right hand side. And next we write y equals, and this is the expression we want to plot next. Okay, so it has a coefficient and an exponential of something that has the form k times x minus 1790. That was what we determined. So we need to substitute a and k by the values we had previously computed. So once we substitute those values with the value of the coefficient and the value of the slope in the regression line, and we enter that expression here, you can see that a curve here displayed in solid black appears, and that curve is a fairly good fit for most of the points as we were intending to do. We can change the color of, well, selecting this, then going to this gear, and you can switch this to a different color. There it could be the same color as data points, and but very importantly, as a solid curve there appears the best fit exponential model, and the data points appear there. And this we did this in two steps. We first computed the linear regression, and from those parameters of the linear regression we computed this 6.55, and then computed this value here is exactly the value that we're calling k, which is the slope of the line in the linear regression.